and group?
I have both.
My God, we did it.
Did we get it?
Oh my.
Oh my
just
lord.
Did we get it?
Finally, I can use it. Wait.
Please don't
We
be
didn't
bugged.
get it.
We,
No.
what?
Didn't get it.
We didn't get it?
Oh my.
You're
Let's-
kidding.
Fucked.
Check
Wow.
back the first.
Bugged
set.
achievement.
Can we
We
kill them
didn't get it. Oh my fucking god.
Wait, did we?
No, we didn't get it.
But the
Wow.
militant was dead.
LOL.
Whoa.
all? That's
We go
mean-
back through the entire trial and we find this little fucker.
Let's go.
You son of a-
It's all Mender again.
Just- Don't
The
die
devastation.
to something. Who knows?
I
Come.
don't think
Let's
that
go.
you.
Let's find where it is. Quick, quick.
I think you can die now.
I want to die.
Let's go.
It
Run,
doesn't-
guys. Quick, quick.
just don't.
Come
This is
back.
where they run back through the whole trial
The
now
speed
to
run
look for the
stays
ad that
the
didn't
same.
die.
Yeah,
There,
we
just
still,
have-
we
And
got
don't find
time,
one.
4 minutes.
No, it's in like it can go over. Like we
Okay.
got plenty of time to find it.
Keep going back. Do not pull out. Do we all need to be
Absolute
present?
devastation.
No.
Okay.
I think you just need to be in the instance.
Okay, so nobody
Yeah.
leave the instance.
Can't find.
We
Probably some like random little shit.
But where? Where?
is that it? No, it's
Could be anywhere.
Looks
there's a
like
chance it could have been in the portal, in which case,
What portal?
after bursting.
Judging by the fact that we just met up, it looks like we can't find it.
A portal ad. Do we think it could be a
Oh
portal?
my god.
Oh, you mean the fucking
Ah,
thing? Then
yeah.
it's fucking cursed.
I mean, it's in the tower or like on the
Yeah.
stairs.
Leading up
No,
to
in
the
the
tower.
deadline.
Literally, they've ran back through the whole trial. They've run
Just
back through. There's
don't
no
die
ads.
to the gaze. Just look around.
I mean, we
Let's spend some
we
time
went through
looking,
the-
investigating
yeah.
for ads.
No
You
achievement.
can
They've
kill the
done a
snake
full
and maybe
Planesbreaker
that
run.
will sort
No
it out,
achievement.
although I
No ads.
No,
doubt
like,
it.
That sounds dangerous.
Of course.
Yeah, it seems like it was in the Deadlands.
Right, let's. There it is. 36-36. No Planesbreaker. Now let's just trickle back a second. Something that we should kind of consider here. So this is a 36-36 Rock Grove, 26 minutes 31 seconds. No Planesbreaker. Now, I have got a screenshot of a spreadsheet. So this is a spreadsheet where these score-pushing guilds, the score-pushing teams, these real top guys, they've got their spreadsheet where they've figured out how to convert time and vitality into score. So they use these to figure out what sort of times they need to get the world record scores. So as you can see here, vitality 36, trial time 26 minutes, and trial time 31 seconds. So the final score maximum would have been 291,833.43. So every second is worth 26 points. There's like like based on the milliseconds, the timing, the score would have been slightly different. So their actual score was more or less the same. There was a difference of 10 score based on the spreadsheet that converts the time that they've got, that these guys use to convert trial times into the score. There's not a single ad or enemy in this trial that would give you 10 score. So there isn't a single missed enemy. There's not a missed ad. I know these guys ran all the way back through the trial and checked everywhere, checked for all the things. So this is just a case of the game, unfortunately, not awarding an achievement that was achieved. As you can see there, the difference is just 10. 10 score, which is a millisecond, like I said, a millisecond rounding kind of thing. So we've got that. Now, it's concerning the fact that It is very concerning that this obviously doesn't work. That this is like, I think there's 5 teams that have done Planesbreaker now and not been awarded the achievement. That is a lot of people. And for me, that's a very concerning thing, because anybody who is wanting to start a group to get the hardest trial achievement in the game, one of the hardest overall achievements in the game, if you're starting a group, this is something you have to really consider and think about long and hard. Like, is it worth us progressing this for 8 months, 9 months, potentially up to a year, when you might get the actual clear and then it doesn't count? That is a very concerning thing for somebody from like myself who likes to do trials and likes to do these achievements. This is something I'm going to avoid up until the fact that I know that it's going to work, because I wouldn't want to waste my time doing this and not benefiting from the reward in the end. So we do want this to kind of be acknowledged. We need this problem to be acknowledged. We need this problem to be fixed. Anybody who does trials should see this as a big issue and should be kind of trying to maybe put their thoughts across on the forum post. There is a post on the ESL forums about this. And we need to kind of make this an important thing that they need to look into, because we need it to be fixed. If you're anybody who has any interest in trials, even if you know for certain that you're not going to do this, or at least not now, in the future you might want to do it. And what about all the players that are doing it and they're not able to get it purely based on an error in some kind of coding error that doesn't award it? Typically the response is to do it again. Add-ons can apparently affect the rewarding of achievements. So you have to do it. You have to redo it. And I mean, the risk is if you do it a second time and then you don't get it, then what happens? You know what I mean? Like, what happens then? So it's devastating. Devastating. I know somebody who has completed Godslayer, like No Death Hard Mode speedrun in VSS. They've completed every achievement apart from complete Sunspire. They don't have it. They haven't got the complete Sunspire achievement. How is that possible? And they can't be awarded it. Customer support won't award them the achievement, even though it's clear that they've done it, because they've completed Sunspire many times to get all of the other achievements for Godslayer. But they can't get their Godslayer mount because they haven't done the complete Sunspire achievement, which obviously they have, but it just won't trigger. It won't proc. It won't tick off. It won't activate. It's bugged for that one person. And so they can't get their kind of Godslayer mount and their title and all that kind of stuff, because it just doesn't work. Because they can't get the achievement that they're quite clearly able to get. So it is a real big problem. I heard they can break accounts if they try to manually add achievements. There needs to be some way for, like, if you've got enough evidence to be able to do this, though. Like, surely there's quite often problems with certain achievements where people achieve stuff and they don't get it. I do feel like some kind of system needs to come into place where they can do it, where they can award these achievements, because it's just not fair. It's not fair for you to progress something for 9 months of your life, giving up your real life time, spending hundreds of hours doing something. If you're in there 2 or 3 hours a run, and you're in there 2 or 3 runs a week, committing 6 to 9 hours a week of your life to achieve something in a video game, to then not get it when you actually achieve it is devastating. And I feel like my biggest problem with that is the most valuable currency, the most valuable thing in your life is time. And if your time isn't valued, then that's a huge issue for me. Like, if I commit my time to playing Elder Scrolls and making content because it's a game that I enjoy. And I enjoy helping people, and I benefit a lot from helping people. I enjoy doing it. It's great fun for me to help people. And that's like my time that I'm giving up to do that. But because I'm enjoying it, and like I get such great positive feedback from you guys in the community, obviously I'm happy to do it, and I enjoy doing it, and I want to do it. If I'm doing a trial and like I'm committing 9 months to it, which I have done. I committed 9 months to getting my second Godslayer. And at the end, obviously I got the achievement, I got everything I needed, which is fantastic. If I committed like 9 months, 12 months to doing Planesbreaker and then not get it, I feel like it's a punch in the face, because my time hasn't been valued. Like, I've committed such a huge portion of my time and my life and my free time to go and try and achieve that and attempt that and do it. And then to be told to just do it again is like such a throwaway comment of, basically, your time is not valuable. And that makes me feel like shit if that is like what I would be told in that situation. Like I say, I won't even attempt to do Planesbreaker. You're not going to see me in a Planesbreaker prog. until this is fixed, like, I won't commit the time to that if there's no reward at the end. Like, I want to do it for the reward at the end of it. I want to feel like I've achieved something. That's why we play these games. That's why everyone plays them and does these things, because it's hard, it's difficult, and you achieve something at the end and you feel proud, even though it is a game. This is what it's about nowadays. So time is a valuable thing, and if my time isn't valued, then it's not worth doing whatever it is that's costing time. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I am disappointed for that group and all the other groups that haven't got it when they should have done. The guys in the trial from yesterday who didn't get it, and myself included, anybody who cares about trials, anybody who cares about the trial community, because this is something that could make people stop playing trials. The trial community is already quite small. Like the permanent players that are always in trials and doing trials and teaching trials and helping trials and completing content. It's one of the smallest communities in the game. So we don't want that to diminish, because if it does, then obviously there's less people to teach new players. There's less people to learn from. There's less people to tell you about the trials. There's less people to get motivated and enjoy the trials. So I feel like there's the forum link. If you want to post your comments about that particular trial run and the lack of the achievement obtained, then absolutely get yourself in there, post a little message, put your thoughts in there, and let's see if we can get some kind of resolution to this bug. Because if nothing else, those guys will most likely be able to go and do that again, however long it takes. But it needs to be fixed. The bug needs to be fixed so that the future players that go and do that don't have to suffer the same issues. So let's get on it, guys. Let's get in there. Let's get it fixed. Let's get it reported. Let's get our comments in the forums and see if we can do something about it. Obviously, I've been like a main trial player for probably the last few, like for quite a few years now. For the last 2.5 years is where I started to really start hitting up trifectas and hard modes and the real hard stuff. Before that, I've been teaching trials for probably the last, in total, 5 years, maybe longer. Since I reached vet rank 16, I've been teaching trials, like the Craglorn trials. They were the only ones there at one point. I was teaching people how to do them. I was going through them, teaching groups and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'd honestly, I would quit playing if I did Planesbreaker and didn't get the achievement. I would probably quit playing the game because, as I say, it's when the time that I've spent hasn't been valued to achieve that, and then I'm just being told to do it again, and I don't know how long that's going to take. Like, just with this group that we're grouping for now, we got TikTok Tormentor. 2 people were missing from the run. We went back and did it again. It took another month. I had to commit another month to get 2 people a title who were part of the team, and that's bad enough. Do you know what I mean? Having to go back and do something that I should have got the first time around and didn't get awarded it is just something I wouldn't be prepared to do. I'd be so like devastated, and I'd be so annoyed that I just wouldn't be able to do it. I don't have any problems with ZeniMax. I don't have any problems with The Elder Scrolls Online. Obviously, I love the game. I care a lot about the game. That's why I want these things fixed, and that's why I try to... And I want to bring this to people's attention because it's something that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about trials and endgame content. I don't want to see this content not working. I don't want people to suffer. We will try to get it this week. If we don't get it, we disband and it's over. Oof. See, that's a major blow, isn't it? If that's the case, what a huge blow. Because to have got it and not got it, and then the team goes and it's done. It's sad. It's real sad that would be the case. Do you know what I mean?